Fernando reporting for COMA Music Magazine, sitting here with iconic actor Sid Haig, known for many films from great directors such as Jack Hill, Quentin Tarantino, Rob Zombie, and you've been in films and television since the 1960s. I would like to ask, what are some of your favorite roles that you've played throughout the years, and which ones are you most proud of?
I really don't have favorites. Okay. It's like calling somebody your best friend. That means that all the rest of your friends are subpar.
Right? That makes sense to me.
Yeah. So, but there's a lot of films that I'm very fond of. Okay. First of all, Spider Baby that I did with Lon Chaney Jr.
Very iconic.
That film blew me away. Okay. Because I was just in awe of him. Because as a kid growing up, I used to watch all his films. Mm-hmm. And now I'm on the set working with him. So
wow,
it was pretty wild. Yeah.
How does that feel?
That was crazy. The first 2 days I couldn't even talk.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to be later.
And then I have been blessed, truly blessed, by being able to work with some of the greatest names in the business. I mean, at the very beginning of my career, starting with Lon Chaney Jr., I worked with Red Skull, who was a great guy. Wow. Bob Hope, Lucille Ball, Carol Burnett, who was an amazing person.
Love Carol Burnett.
Yeah, we were doing Choo Choo and the Philly Flash with Alan Arkin, and we were up in San Francisco. And Carol Burnett was not working that day. She came down on the set specifically to greet me and invite me to, as a member of the cast, to be comfortable and all this that stuff. And she was just so sweet all day long. About 6 months later, I'm at Warner Brothers Studio doing something, and I hear this woman's voice in the back of me. And Sid, I turn around, and it was her. She runs up, gives me a big hug. What are you doing? And blah, blah, blah. Come by, and I'm on stage such and such. Just a beautiful person.
Were you starstruck at all?
I just love her.
Yeah.
She's just great. And, working with Omar Sharif and Jack Palance. Yeah. Just Lee Marvin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, crazy. It was just, I've been blessed, like I said. Yeah.
And that is awesome. And I've noticed that you play such a big personality when you play a clown. I'd like to talk a little bit about Little Big Top.
Oh, God.
We were just watching
all
the
day
movie.
about Little Big Top. Yeah.
Love it, by the way.
Well,
so, this whole alcoholic clown thing, I think it was the LA Weekly that mentioned that it was the Rocky Balboa of alcoholic clown movies.
Oh,
before.
Okay. Geez, I'll have to dig that up.
Yeah.
And put it in my scrapbook.
Yeah, so that was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, the idea of, for those of you who haven't seen the film yet, shame on you. It's basically about this guy who was born into a clown family and expected to carry on the tradition, but he just couldn't stand the spotlight and crawls into the bottle. And the first time we see him, he's jumping off the train in his hometown, drunk, and he just came to live out his life as a drunk. And he forgot to do one thing along the way, which was to pay the mortgage on the house. So he gets foreclosed on, and now he has nothing. He has to work from scratch, and by the end of the film, you get the idea that he's going to be okay. It's one of those heroic characters that...
And there's a lot of funny parts, but it is also very dramatic as well.
Yeah.
It touches you in a way that it makes you think,
Yeah. And I like to throw humor into almost everything that I do, because if you can get people laughing, you can get them to do anything after that.
That's true. That's true.
If I get you laughing, I can get you crying. If I get you laughing, I can make you frightened. House of 1,000 Corpses, excuse me.
Right.
Okay. Okay. And on and on. So I always try to throw a little humor in it and be real, be a real person. I was doing a television show one time and getting wardrobe and stuff, and I asked for a wedding ring. I said, "What do you want a wedding ring for? You're playing a mafia guy." mafia guys get married. Okay?
It's true.
And I just wanted to have that subtle little thing of a wedding ring.
That makes sense.
You know?
You know, it adds to the character.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder a little bit.
Yeah.
We also have a couple random fan questions. Here's a random fan question from Sarah. Sarah would like to know, how do you spend your Sunday mornings when you're not on the festival circuit? When you're just lounging around?
I take a very long breakfast, okay? Read the newspaper, get on the internet and answer all kinds of fan questions.
That is awesome.
You know, all of that business. You never stop working. I mean, I'm always working.
Yeah, right.
The only person who works harder than me is my wife, who's my publicist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, she's amazing. She took me from zero to hero in 1 year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is amazing. Another thing, there's a new movie out called Bone Tomahawk,
Yeah.
starring Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about your role in that movie?
I play a not very nice guy, along with David Arquette,
Okay.
and he and I do all of my stuff with him,
Okay.
and I can't give you any spoilers
Okay.
after that.
That's right, because it's not released out.
Right.
Not quite yet.
Yeah.
I have another random fan question. It's actually from my best friend. He loves you. I mean, you are like his horror hero,
Okay.
and especially as Captain Spaulding. So, in this direction, he wanted to know how you felt about working with Twisted and Blaze on the music video Sick Man, on the Sick Man music video.
They are so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're great guys, they're great to work with. And the thing is, when they're not in the makeup, you don't know who they are.
Just regular guys, huh?
I was doing Motor City Nightmares, which is in
Yeah.
Detroit, which is where they live.
Okay.
They showed up with their families.
Oh, nice.
Okay, the wife, the kids, the whole thing. Everybody's having a good time.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real, man. They are the best.
That is awesome. And you look great in that video, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
When we did the second part of that,
Yeah.
which hopefully will be released sometime between now and the end of the year.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of music, you have quite the history yourself in the music world. Starting out as a drummer,
Yeah.
fresh out of high school with a chart topper with the T-Birds in 1958.
Yep. Yep.
That is awesome. And also, you've been heard as a blues singer as well.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, any plans for being involved with music in the future?
Well, let's see. Every 30 years, I do a new song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's cool.
Because we did Full House in 1958,
Okay.
and then I did this blues song, Midnight Motorcycle Man, which you can hear on my website, www.sidhaig.com/plug. Okay.
Nice.
And then 30 years after that, I did another song that plays over the end credits of a film called Wolf Moon.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
I'm creeping up on time to do another song.
How do you enjoy doing the music?
It's
As far as how it feels, you know?
yeah, it's fun, and particularly blues because you can just go anywhere with it. You know,
Let it all out.
just let it all out and
That's cool.
make stuff up as you go. Well, as a matter of fact, that's the one thing that I was kind of proud of Midnight Motorcycle Man. See, okay, I'll give you a little backstory.
Okay.
My son's friends, just because I was in show business, came to me because they wanted to be rock stars. Okay? I go, bang, oh, sorry, you're not a rock star.
Oh.
And they were on me and on me. What do we have to do? What do we have to do? What do we have to do? I said, okay, you have to do exactly what I tell you to do. If you don't, I'll punch you out. Okay? This is the deal. I want you to go buy, borrow, beg, steal every blues album that you can, and do not pick up your instruments. You cannot pick up an instrument until you know where they're going before they get there.
Wow.
When you know that, then you can pick up your instruments and start to play.
That's a good theory.
Yeah.
Wow.
And about a year later, they gave me a call and said, "Come by, I want you to listen to something." They were good.
Were they blues?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because blues is the seat of American music.
It sure is.
Okay. Little music history for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did American music start? It started in the cotton fields.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The slaves were singing their own traditional folk songs, which pissed Massa off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so they brought in the Protestant preachers to teach them the church hymns.
Oh.
Okay. Well, they learned them and they put their own little twist on it, which became gospel, which became rhythm and blues, which became rock and roll.
Right.
Da 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 da.
And here we are.
And here we are. So get your blues down, and then you can call yourself a musician.
I actually don't know anybody who cannot appreciate the blues myself. So
Yeah.
that is amazing. So we have one last question for you. So you've actually directed and produced a couple movies here in the last recent years. Now, is that a direction you'd like to take that in the future, as far as directing and producing movies?
Yes, I would. And I've been scheduled to direct like half a dozen films, okay? But they were never able to get the money up, and they didn't know how to raise money, and so it all fell apart. But yeah, that's something that I want to do, and I, quite by accident, became a producer on a film that I did called Man on the Hog.
Okay.
So I was playing the male lead in the film, and we were working with a young crew who were absolutely the most energetic and positive people around. They wanted to do a great job. They just didn't have the grasp of what it was specifically that they had to do. So I went to the executive producer and I said, you need to get a producer in there with some organizational skills that can teach these people what it is they need to know, because they want to do a good job for you. Okay.
Right.
And he said, well, will you do it? I said, well, I got my agent's number. The next day I was a producer.
Wow.
And,
oh, wow.
held a massive production meeting with all the department heads, got everybody pointed in the right direction, and you could see the lights go on, as we were talking.
Yeah.
And the next day it was like we hired a whole new crew, because now they knew what they had to do, okay? And in most cases that's the only thing that holds people back, is that they don't know what it is that they have to do.
A purpose or a goal, right?
Yeah.
That is amazing. Well, now this concludes our interview, and we're very fortunate again. Thank you so much, Sid Haig.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, reporting from the Mile High Horror Film Festival, this is Fernando reporting for COMA. Thank you very much.
And don't go into one.
Right. Yeah, unless you have the Royale with cheese over here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again.
Okay, thank you.